Listen, it's chicken tenders, mashed potatoes, and corn night. Okay, it's Wednesday.
Oh, that sounds really good. When's dinner?
I know it's as soon as we're done. So let's wrap tape, shall we? No, I'm just kidding. Hey, everybody, welcome. Yeah, by the way, we're live. Welcome, Picks and Parlays family. It is me, your boy Detroit Lenny. I'm joined with Tim Earl, expert handicapper from Earl Sports Bets and Picks Parlays. How we doing, Tim? Shooting some hoops? We ready?
Oh yeah, me and Nick have 14 games up on the site tonight. Toledo up big. I know this is. Well, I'll quickly go over my stuff and then we'll jump in everything because why not? Toledo looking good. Central Michigan could be looking better. Nick has Philadelphia. We'll see with that one. Pretty much know that I'm going to for college basketball. Seton Hall already won. Penn State up 5 in the first half. We'll see. Idaho starting soon. Knicks, I'm pretty sure are going to be a loser. Last time I checked, they're down like 20. They're down 24 against a Bucks team who has half a roster and on a back-to-back. So that makes sense. Brooklyn and Orlando. I have the under in that game. It's at 189 with 6 to go. Hopefully blowout run and they don't really score the last little bit. So we'll see. Toronto under. That's looking fine. I got Cleveland +4. They're up 6 with 6 to go. Love my Cavs. I think they're.
You're on the Cavs early and Austin this year, and it is.
I've been on, and we'll go over. We'll go over.
Yeah, we'll go over that.
And that's one of the teams I really want to dive into. I have the under in the Charlotte game, which looked like garbage in the first quarter, but second quarter was a 20. Still a 40-point quarter, but 26-14 quarter. Charlotte will be going to the half up 10. So that's looking a little bit better. It was at let's see, what is it at now? For live line, it's at a 224. When at one point it was hitting into the almost 240s. So fantastic second quarter. I love it. And then I have a couple other games going later, which those are. I have Denver, I have Miami, and Sacktown, who's currently down like 20. So we'll see.
Yeah, we'll go over that. By the way, real quick, you guys are watching. Hit the thumbs up, hit the like button for us. We appreciate it. This is like our 4th episode ever doing this show, 4th or 5th. I think we're on 4. We're just trying to go over everything NBA for you guys, okay? All NBA, all the time, this whole show. It's only going to be about 15, 20 minutes, not even probably, I don't know. We got a lot to cover today, though, so we'll be around there. But give us a like button. Share us out. Tell your friend, tell your neighbor, tell your mail lady, tell everybody, okay? Me and Tim, we do a lot of work here for you, giving you some free content, especially that guy over there. So let's talk some live action real quick. That's the only I know Tim doesn't do the live bet, and I do. I'm on the Pistons money line. That's where I'm at. And then, shocker, I know. Big surprise there. Down by 1 at halftime to Houston. Actually, the third quarter just started, down by 4, 55-51. But I'm still on that. Where do you want to go? Let's start here. Top 5 teams. Let's give it here. This we've been talking about this, or he's been talking about this to me. I'm going to flip sides because I keep going like this, and that's this. Now you're on that side. So Tim Earl's been telling me all about, for the last couple days, about this show. He's got so much stuff for you guys. So top 5 teams against the spread. This is the money-making teams, folks. These are the teams you need to look at on a daily basis. Numbers don't lie. Talk to me about this.
Well, obviously, all these numbers are coming into tonight, and these are the teams that you should be looking forward to. 4 teams are 7-3 coming in tonight against the spread. 2 of them are playing. 3 of them are playing tonight. All of them are playing tonight. Washington 7-3. They're probably going to be 7-4 after tonight if Cleveland holds on this last 4 minutes and 47 seconds. Miami plays later. I do have them against the Lakers. They're 7-3 this year. But Bulls are playing now. I don't really know the score. I don't have a bet on that one, so that's not one of the 16 games I have up on my computer. Memphis 7-3 against the spread, and they had a really ugly second quarter there. So we'll see what happens.
They scored 10 points.
Coming up. They scored 16 points in that second quarter, so a little bit rough for them. So we'll see with that one. But the big team the one that's been making a lot of people some money this year, Cleveland Cavaliers. And if they hold on, they'll be 9-3 against the spread. Not what I expected at all coming into this year. This Cleveland Cavaliers team has been really good. And it's not like they have the big names that everybody's going to know. They're running out there with Mobley, who's their rookie, which I think is going to be your head person to win Rookie of the Year. He's up there right now.
Yeah,
with,
we talked about that. I agree.
Scotty Barnes, he's up there with Scotty Barnes for the top two. Ricky Rubio is that veteran person on the team, really solid there. And Jaron Allen, Wade, Okoro, Garland, they just lost Sexton for a little bit, so that might tamper on them a little bit. Not affecting them tonight against Washington. So this Cleveland Cavaliers team is doing. They're a good team. They work as a team, and that's the big thing.
They don't have like a number one guy that's like just an all-star. They work as a team. So let me make sure I got the top 5 right. I don't think I heard the first one. Then that's my bad. Miami, the Bulls, Memphis, Cavs,
Washington.
Wizards.
But Washington's going to drop out of there after tonight's game. So
I'm going to scroll them at the bottom for you guys. I'm going to put that in the top 5 against the spread. Miami Bulls, not the Miami Bulls, Miami Heat, Chicago Bulls, obviously, Memphis Grizzlies, Cleveland Cavaliers, and the Wizards. Those 5 teams right there. I know the Wizards he just mentioned are probably going to drop out of that top 5 against the spread, but still a sleepy good team. Cleveland, we talked about this in episode 1. Talk about teams that could be good this year, could maybe sleeper good teams. Cleveland was one of those sleeper good teams, but it sounds like you're on them for the long haul. And I don't see them slowing down either. And I think in the East, I think they can make some noise. So their playoff potential. That's
my big thing is, if they're in the West, I would say there's no way that they're even trying to get playoffs right now. They're in the East, where you're going to have the Bulls, maybe the Nets. We'll see. Hawks have done nothing this year. Bucks have been half injured. The Knicks have been up and down. Toronto has been up and down. There's no solidified number 1 in the East right now. I think Cleveland has the opportunity to really push themselves and be a good team for the first time since LeBron. Which is fantastic. I love to see this team without LeBron be able to go, and I think they can make the playoffs this year and possibly even make win a round. I think they could possibly sneak in there a 6-7 seed and possibly go create. I think this is a good team. Cleveland's going to be a team you're going to want to look at in terms of against the spread, because the market is underestimating them right now. So keep jumping on when they are plus points.
So my question, and then I'm going to go over to the chat real quick because I see you guys over there. My question, speaking of the Cavs, since we're on this, and I heard your brother mention this earlier, and I want to throw that out there so you can explain to the chat. I want to know how long, I guess is my question, how long do you think before the market catches up to the Cavs against that spread, as opposed to, I don't want to say the Cavs regress. I don't want to say that. But how long before the market and the spreads catch up to the Cavs? I know you can't give me an exact date. I mean, it's not like...
there's no exact date, but it really depends on if they keep winning, because right now they're at 5 with 4 to go. If they keep winning, you're going to probably see them, instead of being a 4-point dog tonight, they'll end up being a pick'em against the Washington Wizards or something like that. And I do think eventually the market's going to see, wow, the Cleveland Cavaliers have been covering a bunch lately. Maybe we might have to do something with this. Yeah, that might happen. I don't see it happening that quick, just because Cleveland is still a underestimated team where a lot of people are going to think, they're going to finish 10th, 11th, 12th in the East. I don't really think so. I think there's a solid team. They're building it around a veteran core, and there's no big names on this team, but they're working it. They're making it work.
It works for them. So
without Sexton, but I still think they're going to be a very solid team throughout the season.
Fair enough. Where I'm at on that is I don't think that the market really catches up to them probably till like All-Star break-ish is my guess. That's my best guess. I think that there's money to be made on the Cavs for sure against the spread, obviously. Okay, I mean the numbers don't lie, but let's jump over to the chat. Say hi to some people. This guy right here, Nick Earl, college basketball over the NBA. I 100%, and I should not say this, but agree. And I can't believe I'm agreeing with Nick Earl on anything, but for me, I like watching college basketball more than I like watching the NBA. It's just a pure fan aspect of it. That's all. But other than that, Nick Earl's wrong on everything. Yep. Matt Drake says, good evening, fellas. Yeah, go Cavs. What's up, Matt Drake? I appreciate you stopping by. Also, Magneto says he loves the Miami Bulls. Hey, if you haven't won money on the Miami Bulls, you're not really handicapping. So, I know. You had to. I set it up for you. You had to knock it out the park. So, there you go. The wife says, hi. Babe, you're supposed to be cooking chicken. We already talked about this on the show. Everybody's coming over for chicken tenders, mashed potatoes.
Yeah, I'll be over in a little bit.
Yeah, they're on their way. So, hey, hint, wait, make more. But let's talk about this as well. This brought my attention. You put this in, and we talked about this briefly behind the scenes pre-show. Top 5 defensive teams. These are some teams you should be looking at for unders. Mm-hmm. So if they're playing good defense, obviously they're probably going to go under a little bit in the majority of their games. So talk to me about top 5 defensive teams.
Yeah, and you're going to see a little bit of correlation between the top 5 defensive teams and some of them that are against the spread. You're going to see Chicago in there. Chicago's got the 5th best defense right now, only allowing about 101.9 points a game. Toronto, number 4, 101.82. Golden State, 101.5. Miami, 101.5. Anybody have a guess of what the best defense is in the league?
Anybody's playing the Pistons.
Denver Nuggets. They're only allowing about 98.5 points a game, which is the best in the league by a solid 3 points. This Denver defense has been the best, and I know Coach Malone really prides himself on that one. You're going to notice some of these teams, if they're playing good defense, most of the time you're going to see them result in a lot of unders, and it kind of works out that way with these 2 teams. I'm with these 5 teams I just listed up because looking at Denver, they are where is it? Right here. 2-8 again. 2-8 over/under record. Miami has gone over. They're 5-5, but they're a solid scoring team. Golden State, heavy under team. 3-7. Toronto, who now just got Pascal Siakam back. They're 5-6 over/under, so they trend under as well. Chicago, 4-6 under. So you're going to notice a trend with the better defensive teams are going to be better under teams. Obviously, keep in mind, still early in the season. These numbers can and will move a lot.
That's why you got to tune in every Wednesday to Shootin' Hoops with me and Tim Earl, because we will give you those hot trends to follow up on. Not to mention, Tim just told you the Denver Nuggets' best defensive team in the league is currently 8-1 in the first quarter. I know it just started, but that's how they roll. Little rolls like this, 8-point, 6-point, little gaps in scoring from they score, the other team doesn't. So 8-1 currently going on right now. By the way, my Pistons are up 68-66. So
okay, there you go.
We're going with there.
And I will mention, I do have the Denver Nuggets on the money line tonight. I know that because this will be another. We'll probably talk about this on another show. Big players being out and why you should back the teams that are without their big players. Nikola Jokic out tonight. I don't care. I grabbed the Denver Nuggets plus 140 on the money line because with that, you're going to get players that are going to do more. And you're going to get an overreaction because a lot of people are on the Pacers today, -3 on the money line. I saw it a lot in Morningwood. A lot of people are on the Pacers.
A lot of people loved it.
Nope, I will be on the Denver Nuggets all day with this one, even without Nikola Jokic, who got suspended that one game. Cheap shot, whatever. European guys get really pissed off, and if that's
real
not
quick.
They'll get pissed off real quick. So you gotta be careful with them. And even without Nikola Jokic in the lineup, I was still over the Denver Nuggets in this one.
I know you're on the Nuggets.
Very, very difficult.
What's your prop bet of the day? Speaking of the Nuggets. The only prop bet I've known Tim Earl for probably about a year now. We've been doing stuff together, at least 6 months.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he's ever put a prop bet in unless it was on Dapper Capper on the Facebook page. Yeah, I thought no.
It's in the Portland game.
Portland.
I have Yusef Nurkic over 10.5 rebounds because DeAndre Ayton remains out, and I think he could definitely beat Frank Kaminsky with boards. So that was my thought process on that one.
That's what it was. You know, those big European guys, they all sound the same. It's like Russian play. It's like hockey. They all sound, everything ends in OV or EV or something like that. So, let's talk about this though. NBA, who's hot, who's not? Who you betting? Who do you look at? Let me rephrase this question for our viewers. Who do you look at when you look at the slate? When you handicap day before, night before, 2 days before, whenever you handicap, you look at the slate. Who's teams you're looking for, and who are teams that you might be looking for to fade or to follow? Who's hot, who's not? Kind of rephrased.
It really depends on the line. I could bet any team if they give me a good enough line for it. But
so it's all about the value.
It's all about the value. But looking at some teams that are hot right now, 4 teams. Well, we'll see with this Cleveland team. 3 teams right now have W5s in the league at the moment. All 3 of them from the West Coast. The Clippers all of a sudden rattle off 5 straight wins. I did not expect that. I'm not heavy on the Clippers at all this year. I don't think they're that good of a team right now. So I think it's just a little bit of a hot streak right now. They're on a W5. Phoenix is on a W5, but they haven't really. Phoenix are up and down this year. I'm not sure really what we're getting out of them just yet. And then Golden State's on a W5, but that one's pretty much that one was kind of obvious. They're 9-1 to start the year without Wiseman, without Thompson, which is kind of crazy to think of with how the Warriors have been that good without a couple of their stars. The Klay Thompson. Klay Thompson's been out for over a year and a half now.
I'm not sure he's still playing NBA basketball. I don't know when he plans on coming back.
He'll be back this year. He just does not have a set timeline at the moment.
He ain't playing until after the break for sure. After the
All-Star break, yeah, 100%. But then possibly 30 seconds away from Cleveland having a W5. And they'll be the hottest East Coast team right now. So Cleveland, another hot team. As of who is not hot. And a couple of these a little bit surprising on my list. There's 5 teams with L5s or more this season. Atlanta. I was a lot higher on them.
Did see that coming.
A lot higher on them. I did not see that happening.
Yeah.
One that I did see happening, Charlotte has now lost 5 straight games. I expected that one. They're obviously up 8 points right now, so that can obviously end soon. But Charlotte, after starting off 5-2, is now 5-7, or they started off whatever it was. They really tanked since the last. They've been on a West Coast trip against like the Lakers and the Clippers and the Warriors. Like they've had a hell of a road trip. So that's kind of a little thing there. Minnesota, L5. We kind of didn't expect much from them this year. They had a little bit of a good start to start off. Other than that, they're starting to lose now. And then the other 2, we kind of, I don't know if we really expected New Orleans to start off this bad. They're 1-9 to start the year. They're currently down 8 to the Thunder. I didn't think losing Zion would really hurt them that much, but
it's sad.
That
is.
It really is. I was really hoping for a little bit more from that Pelicans team. I really do like that squad. They did lose Lonzo Ball over the offseason, so they really don't have much, but I was expecting a little bit more from them. But keeping expectations down for them. They're on an L7. And then Houston has a L8 right now. They're not really that good of a team, so I didn't really expect much from them anyways.
Fair enough. I'm just putting all these. I'm going to scroll these at the bottom right here. Who's hot, who's not? They're all scrolling at the bottom. Hot, bam. Not, Atlanta, Charlotte, Minnesota, New Orleans, and the Rockets. We really didn't expect them to, I'm surprised my Pistons aren't on there. But
Well,
I'm
no, they
happy
had
that
an
they're
L4.
not.
They were almost there, but didn't quite. Detroit sucked so much that they couldn't even make the sucking list.
That's just wrong, Tim.
I'm sorry,
By the
man.
way, whatever. Pistons up 5 now, 78-73. 2
There
minute,
you
two and a
go.
half left in the third. So let's go. Talk to me about this total trend we talked about last week, by the way. The total trend last week is continuing this week. Talk to
Yeah.
me about the numbers and how I love it.
Yeah, this is still a heavy under league right now. I'm waiting for the lines to work their way through it and fix itself, because eventually you will see it fix itself. But the under, there's been 58 overs and 96 unders this year. 62.3%. If it doesn't go into overtime, it's hitting at 65%. Unders are hitting like crazy, and it's A, because of that offensive foul rule, and B, teams are starting to play defense.
God forbid.
I think we can really account it to the beginning of the season. Teams still need to start getting in the rhythm, but I think it's just a little bit of a weird stretch right now. Trust me, it will sort itself out, because Vegas always knows how to sort themselves out. So
Fair enough.
tread lightly with that. You don't need to base everything off of it being a lot of unders right now. But unders are hitting at 62.3% to start off the year, which is kind of crazy.
That is ridiculous. Talk to me. Let's hit over on the chat real quick. The wife's still making chicken tenders, by the way. CSN says, hi, awesome people. Hello. And Big Money Groot always looks forward to the show. And I'm here to tell you, Big Money Groot, we look forward to having you every Wednesday night. So thanks again for stopping by. Don't forget to hit the like button. First takes on Thursday games. There's only 3, right?
Something like that. I haven't really looked at them yet, but I can.
Thursdays, tomorrow's the 11th. We got the Raptors, Toronto at the 76ers. I got no line on it, though. But Pacers,
there's no line on any of these ones.
Yeah, Pacers at the Jazz and the Heat at the Clippers. So going off, before you even tell me what your best take is or anything like that, going off the hot, who's hot, who's not, Clippers hot. Did you mention them? Yep. The Heat are a terrible road team. So instantly, obviously depending on the spread, I want to see what that line is. I think Clippers. I like the 76ers this year for some ungodly known reason. But that my initial take, just looking at those, are the Clippers.
Yeah. I mean, looking at it, you're getting Toronto and Philadelphia to start off. Probably a lean towards Philly, even with all their stuff going on. Toronto, that'll be the second leg of a back-to-back for them. Philadelphia is not playing tonight. They're one of the 4 teams that are not playing tonight. So they'll get a little bit of a rest. So it would be a lean towards them. Obviously, wait for the lines to come out. We don't know what the lines are, so it really doesn't help if we don't know the lines.
It's all about the value.
Obviously, yeah. When they come out, we'll figure that out when it gets there. But right now, with that Philly game, as long as the spread is nothing crazy, I think that line would probably be about maybe Philly -5, 5.5, somewhere in that range. If that's the case, I'm taking Philly all day, even with their injuries, because they got fresh legs right now going. And I like attacking the teams that are not on back-to-backs, so that kind of works out there for that one. Utah and Indiana. This is an Indiana. This is a Utah spot. Sorry. This is a spot where I would take the spread all the way up to like -10. I think it's going to be a wider spread game. You're getting Indiana on a second leg of a back-to-back, 2 straight nights in high altitude from Denver to Utah. It's not a good spot for him. Malcolm Brogdon is still battling an illness or whatever is going on there.
Right.
So we know that does not help when it comes to high altitude. So it would be a Utah spot. I don't really have a thought on totals for these games. I still have to do my numbers for all that stuff. But I think it would be a lean towards Utah, and then probably a lean towards the Clippers at home. Clippers do not play tonight, so neither do. No, the Heat do play tonight. Heat will be on a back-to-back. but they're going from LA to LA. They're going to play in the
they're
exact.
playing in the same stadium, so.
But they are still playing tonight, so that there's still a little bit of
still back to back, absolutely.
It's still a back-to-back spot, so it'd probably be a lean towards the Clippers. Obviously, we need to see where these lines are, but well, that's where I'm looking for right now. And it looks like Cleveland's about to lose. They're down 1 with 3 seconds to go. Hey, as long as they cover my 4-point spread, which it looks like they will, I'm fine.
Yeah, that game 95-94 with less than 3 seconds left. I don't know exactly who has the ball. I can't watch it or anything, but
Taco Fall is coming in for Ricky Root. Okay, what's going on?
Taco, my man Taco. Remember watching him in college basketball? He was
I love Taco Fall.
Taco. First of all, his mama named him Taco. Okay, I mean,
freaking love that.
He's just great as a whole and as an individual. I mean, dude's name is Taco.
Yeah,
looks like I got all zeros on my scoreboard. 95-94 final. Wizards.
Hey, I'll take it. I'll cash my Cleveland +4. I know that one's already a loser. Looking at a couple of the games going over again, I have the under in that Boston game. Live total is like a 190 something. Hold on.
You should be good there.
Yeah, 194. That one should be a win. Bucks
it's 155
and that Knicks game's only a 4-point game now. That's nice. So that's I could unwrite that.
Knicks on a 12-3 run in the fourth quarter. 15-3 run. 4-point game.
I will mention one thing. With that Charlotte-Memphis game, I remember one guy in the chat for game time decision was laughing at me and like, oh, why are you going after the under in that game? Yeah, it started off really bad for me. I saw the live line, which the best way you could really gauge how your total is doing.
We talked about this,
Go onto your book and go to live betting. Do not live bet, but look at where the live line is, and that will give you a good representation of where the thing is projected to go. The live line got up to almost 240 in that Memphis game. It is down to 219.5. That is 10 points in my favor now, when it was 10 points in the opposite, or 20 points in the opposite favor a little while ago. So that line just went crazy.
Ooh. Looks like the Wizards won officially 97-94, so you still cashed.
Still cashed that one, and
still cashed.
And the Cavs were my last Woodie standing pick, so cashed that one. Happy with that.
I don't even know what my last Woodie standing pick was. I don't even remember.
But yeah, that one, the Grizzlies line's now at a 220, which is fantastic. Kings.
I think I'm on all kinds of college football. That's what I'm on.
It's only a 14-point game there. That's not bad. And then the Nuggets are up 8 on the Pacers at the moment. That's still early.
Pistons are up by 3, by the way, end of the third quarter.
What about my college? Oh, Central Michigan's up 19-14 now on Kent State. And then Toledo's up 42-10. I remarked that one a winner. That's nice. In hockey, Maple Leafs up 1-0 and Predators up 1-0 on the Stars. One of the games I'm looking at for college basketball, Penn State, I got them -18. They're up 9 at halftime. So overall, looking like a good day. I'm hoping it really.
Northern Illinois, I got them +2.5. They're down 26-20. Third quarter, there's all kinds of drama going on in that game. There was just a safety. It was crazy why they were punting. But all right, that's gonna wrap it up for us. Shooting Hoops with Lenny and Tim. We will be back next Wednesday. Talk all things NBA. We appreciate everybody stopping by. Hit the thumbs up button. If you haven't already, you should be subscribed to the Earl Brothers YouTube channel. You find them. The link is in the description. Go to the YouTube. Hit the subscribe button. Ring the bell for notifications. Also, if you are not already a member, you should be. Morningwood. Facebook.com/groups/Morningwood Picks. We're at like 920 members. We need about 85 more members to hit 1,000. Then we get some big giveaways. So if you haven't already, tell your friend, tell your neighbor, tell your mail lady. Tell them all. We're here, and we ain't going nowhere. So that's going to do it for us. We'll be here next Wednesday. Same time, 6 o'clock Pacific, 9 o'clock Eastern. NBA, Shooting Hoops. I'm Detroit Lenny. That's Tim Earl. We're out of here. Good luck on all your bets, unless you're against me, obviously.
Yeah.